Welcome back, my beautiful kitties. Welcome to the 12 days of nail art. It has not exactly been the 12 days of nail art, but we'll get into that a little bit later on. I'm doing my best to at least be able to put out 12 videos during the month of December. So let's see what happens with that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's video. Today's video had a live voice, but unfortunately the SD card strikes again, and I'm now having to do a voiceover. So for today's video, we're going to be doing some PR unboxing from Nail Reserve. I'm very excited to be doing this PR unboxing for Nail Reserve today because from what I've heard, their gels are amazing and I've seen a lot of great reviews. So let's go ahead and open the box and start taking a look at their gels. The first thing that I noticed about Nail Reserve is not only are they vegan and cruelty free and 9 chemical free, which means that they take out 9 chemicals that are really hazardous to you, but their packaging is eco-friendly. It's compostable. It's just a cardboard box with some shredded cardboard on the inside. Please do not mind my hands waving around in the video. Like I said, this was supposed to be a live voiceover, but unfortunately, when I re-recorded, the SD card did save the video, but for some reason, the audio sounded absolutely crazy. So I did choose 7 gels from them. They gave me the option of either doing a shorter video for 5 or doing a full feature video for 7. And you know, I needed those colors. So we ended up getting more colors, and we're just gonna go ahead and take a look at all of the gels that they sent me. So I did choose this first shade. Again, please excuse my hands waving around in the video. I know that it is not going to match up with this voiceover, but I'm doing the best that I can with what my SD card allowed me. This first shade is called Goddess, and it is a beautiful, deep, true red color. I was very, very happy upon first inspection of the quality, the consistency, and the pigmentation of the gels. And I also noticed that these gel polishes do have a rather a nice smell to them. You know, it's not like some gel polishes, I don't really care for the smell. And if you've seen prior videos of mine, you know that I smell everything. I have a thing with scents, I have a thing with smells. And one of the big selling points for me on any products, beauty or otherwise, is the smell. So this is the second color that I chose. It is a beautiful pumpkin spice color. It is called, I believe this one was the Sunfall, and it is just a very pretty, brownish orange kind of pumpkin pie color. I was very, very happy with this shade. The third shade that I did pick up from them is called Cinnamon Roll, and it is this very beautiful, yellowish brown color, definitely giving cinnamon roll vibes. And again, the consistency and pigmentation on my first, look at the product did look very nice. I liked the consistency. And even though it is not a thicker gel, it does have very good color coverage, as you will see coming up. I also got this glitter. It's called Warm Glow, and it's a very beautiful gold glitter gel, and it has like an inky background. So it does carry the glitter very well when applying it, which is something that I definitely was very impressed with. Sometimes you get glitter gels, and if they don't have some kind of pigmentation to the gel that the glitters sit in, you get very sparse coverage when you apply the glitter. But this is like an inky, kind of like not a clear, not like black, but it's like an inky black base with some beautiful gold glitters mixed into it. This next shade is Lucky Bamboo, and it is not quite as neon as this film is showing. It is a brighter green. It's definitely like if you have ever seen Wild Bamboo, or like bamboo that's been planted. You will notice that there is some lighter shades of green in the stalks, and that's definitely what kind of vibe I'm getting from that previous green. This one, I don't remember the name of it at the moment. I'm sorry. I think it's vibrant green, but this is definitely a nice neon green color. Very, very pretty. Also very happy with the consistency and the pigmentation of the neon. And then this was by far my absolute favorite color from the shades that I chose, and this is Rose Pethal. And I think that it is an absolutely beautiful shade of purple. Not quite pastel, but also not quite, I forget the word, mauve. Not quite pastel purple, but not quite mauve. It's like right in between the two of those, and I really enjoyed it. So here we're just gonna go ahead and get into some quick swatching, give you a look at how the colors apply, and I will be back as soon as this segment is done.
So then, why?
And here's just a look at all of the shades. Each one of these swatch sticks now has 2 coats of the color, although they didn't really need them. I apologize for any noise in the background. It is midday and traffic by my house at this time is pretty consistent. And we haven't taken the AC out of the window yet. So, yeah, you're gonna get all that. But here, I couldn't really decide which colors I wanted to use. But yeah, so these are all of the 7 shades that I got. I am absolutely in love with them so far. So we're gonna go ahead and get into some nail art now. Here we are, I just came back. I had to stop and make dinner, mom life, but I did end up making some meatballs that had like some seasoning in it that tends to stain like the extra bits around your nails and stuff like that. So I did have to apply like a quick base coat to cover up that. And then, so we're just gonna go ahead and go in with some Rose Pethal, and we're going to do that on all of the nails. Please ignore the timer in the background. Today was a little bit chaotic with the kids and stuff, so I was just trying to get this video done. But yeah, so I'm just applying the Rose Pethal to all of the nails as my base coat, and giving you a look at the consistency, the pigmentation, the application, just so that you can see the quality of these gels. And I absolutely enjoyed using them. I did, however, and you're going to see a little snippet of me kind of talking with my hands in a bit, I did forget to apply my base coat to these full cover nail tips. So the gels were kind of slipping off of the nail tip, but you'll see in a little bit, once I did go back in and apply that base coat, I did not have any issue with the spottiness or the slipping. Again, that is user error. That was totally me. I forgot to apply the base coat. You know, there's just some days where the kids are going to drive you crazy, and this was one of those days. So I was trying to do a few different things at once, and get these nails done. So please forgive me for, any weirdness or inconsistency in the video. And also, the awkwardness of the hand talking, especially since I'm now doing a voiceover. But yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and let you finish watching the application. And this is me going in after I applied the base coat to the other nails, and you will see a definite change in the quality of the application. So this is what it is looking like with my base coat down. I'm absolutely in love with the shade of purple. Definitely one of my favorites, and it definitely goes very well with my skin tone. So for today's nail art, in keeping with the 12 days of nail art, I will be doing a Christmas light nail design, just a very basic Christmas light nail design. If you have watched any of my videos, you will know that I am not the best at nail art, and that is definitely something that I am working on. So I just did a very basic Christmas light nail design today, and I used the Warm Glow glitter shade, and I used that to do the the strings for the lights. So that's pretty much what I'm doing right now. I'm just drawing out where I want the lights to be. I also want to apologize for my voice during this voiceover. I am having a little bit of sinus issues from the weather change. Here where I live, the weather keeps going from mildly cold to freezing pretty quickly from day to day. So it's like my sinuses just cannot catch a break. So I do apologize for any congestion or nasalness, nasally bits that you may get during this voiceover. Here you see I made a tiny mistake while doing my lines. Again, I am not a super expert at nail art, especially at line work. So I just went in with a little bit of rubbing alcohol on an extra brush that I had, and I'm just using that to clean up the lines. And this is what we are looking at for the first nail after curing. And I did also add little barbs on the line, just so that I know where to put the lights. And this is what the Christmas light nails are looking like so far. I really like the way that these came out. And then I also decided to switch it up a little bit for the rest of the nails, and I did just kind of draw out some negative space that I am going to add a full block section of the Warm Glow. I just felt like that would give these nails a nice transition from a full-on Christmas nail set to something that you could wear into the new year. I don't know, it's just an idea that I had while I was doing them. So what I did was I took my liner brush and I drew out the line of where I wanted the, the full block space of the Warm Glow to be. And then I went back in with the brush from the polish, and I just filled in that space. And I was kind of like stuck on stupid here, where like I was kind of used to how like certain other glitter gels that I've used, the glitter kind of piles up in areas. So looking at the nail through the camera, to me it looked like there was more glitter at the bottom of the nail than there actually was. It was actually very well dispersed, which was a big credit to this gel. And so I thought that I was like moving the glitter more towards the top, but there was actually quite a bit of like it was very even. The glitter coverage was very even with this gel. So I'm just filling in that space, and then I'm gonna go in with my liner brush, and I'm going to make sure that the space between where I drew my original line and where I did the bulk of the color is nice and smooth. Also, I will leave it on screen a couple times. Nail Reserve did give me my own 50% off discount code. So I did just put it on the screen here now, but I will also add it a couple more times throughout the video. But yeah, so that was pretty cool. I love that they have a 50% off discount code. And I will, of course, leave all of the information for all of these shades, the website, and the product information down below in the description box. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to finish doing the block areas, and look how absolutely stunning this glitter is. I absolutely love this glitter. This gel is so beautiful. Look how pretty those gold glitter flakes are. This is definitely one of my favorite glitter gels. I absolutely love the way that it looks on the inky background. So I chose my 4 colors that I'm going to use for the lights, and I'm just using a super tiny dotting tool, and I'm just going to place a dot of each color on each one of those little spots. And then I'm going to use a smaller liner brush to just kind of pull it out until I get the desired light bulb shape. There was probably an easier way to do this, but I've never done like string lights before. And if you've watched past videos, you know that sometimes I just kind of go for the nail design. I don't like look up how to do it first, which is probably like one of the most difficult ways to learn anything, but sometimes that's just kind of how I do it. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to do my lights. Please ignore the ever living cat hairs, and I will be back once we're all set with that. And this is how we are looking with the Christmas lights. And I think that these came out absolutely adorable. I'm definitely really loving the warm glow glitter shade that I chose. I'm really happy that I did choose that one. And I think that doing the block out on the other 3 nails definitely made this set perfect for a transition from Christmas to New Year's. You could always add also some cuticle crystals or some stones somewhere else on the nails. Also, don't forget that I have a 50% off code, which is katiecatnails for their website. And I am absolutely in love with these gels. They're definitely really, really pretty. I loved the consistency, and I loved that I was able to do 2 coats of the rose Pethal and not have to worry about it bulking up because the formula was not like super thick. So that was very nice. And yeah, so we're just gonna go ahead and top coat, and then we're gonna take a look at the finished nails.
Why?
And this is what the finished nail set is looking like. Thank you so much to Nail Reserve for reaching out and sending me these gels. I definitely look forward to future products from you. These gels were just really great to work with and super easy. The consistency was wonderful. Definitely a very beginner friendly formula. And yeah, so I'm super happy with the way that these came out. Again, thank you so much to Nail Reserve. And thank you so much for joining me today. Please bear with me while I try to sort out this 12 days of nail art. I definitely still want to make those 12 videos happen. I am just struggling a little bit with the time management between the kids and the videos, but I promise I will get that on track one of these days. But thank you so much for your continued support, and as always, please be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and I hope that you'll join me in future videos.